What is poppin', everybody? This is Brumal, and we are finally back. I say finally back. Guys, it has been 2 weeks since we fought the freaking butler. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I got discouraged after fighting that butler, and they said this is gonna be the easiest fight. I am not ready for these next fights. I am not ready at all. But anyways, decided to get back into it with all of that. And the day of this recording is the night after Easter. It's actually midnight right now, so I guess it's 2 nights after Easter now. But before we start, you guys know that we like to put God first on this channel. And I believe the last thing that we read from was chapter 1 of Matthew, so I went to chapter 2. I had some notes written down. But yeah, so we all know that Jesus was born in Bethlehem during the days of King Herod. And Herod told some wise men to go seek out Jesus so that he himself could worship him. And when the wise men found Jesus, they fell down instantly, worshipped him, gave him gold, frankincense, and myrrh as gifts. And then God had warned the wise men not to return to Herod in their dreams. So he visited them in their dreams, said don't return to this man. So they found another way to go to get back home. In another dream that Joseph had, he was instructed by an angel to take Jesus and his mother Mary to Egypt to hide Jesus from Herod, and because Herod wanted to kill him, and Joseph did what he told, took him to Egypt. Herod was then later, Herod slaughtered all the children that were about, I want to say 2 years or under in Bethlehem, and hoping to get rid of Jesus, because him saying I want to worship him when he was telling the wise men, that was a straight up lie. And then after Herod's death, another angel had came to Joseph in a dream, telling him to take Jesus and his mother to Israel. And Joseph was afraid. Yeah, he was afraid, and took him to Galilee. Now these are just my notes. To me, my notes make sense. But I would always suggest that you go and read the Bible for yourself. Just go ahead and read. Just go ahead and read it for yourself. But before we get started, I do want to give a shout out to someone who commented it on the last video I uploaded, which was part 11 of Trails in the Sky, the third, about 14 days ago. They didn't send me this, but I uploaded that video about 14 days ago. However, I received a comment from somebody named Sleepy Bunny 65798. They were just saying how much they love my videos, especially the Lie-Oh-Nin one, which is one of their favorites. Because I make them laugh, and I'm happy that I do. Thank you for watching my videos. I know you watched my other one. When it comes to Lie-Oh-Nin, I would like to put out more content for that. However, it's just the same exact thing over and over. I do plan on making skits and all that stuff and more content for the game. I just haven't gotten to it. It's not one of my favorite games, but I don't dislike the game either. Like I said, there's just literally not too much to do to keep me interested and to keep playing it. But I'll keep it up because a lot of people tend to watch that particular playthrough. But I do want to say thank you for watching my other stuff and not just that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Now I have this team right now specifically because I went out and searched and I saw that these 3 characters were on the other side. So not to mess with anything here. But yes, let's go ahead and talk to these NPCs and then we'll go ahead and get started. Hey, you guys should do some training on your own if you ask me. There's no telling what we've got waiting for us. No such thing as being too prepared. Alright, the actual makeup of this place might be a mystery to us even now. But one thing's for sure. The clear air makes it the perfect environment for training and sparring. Alrighty then. Ooh, I'm not looking forward to the fights. Alright. Why did someone who should be our ally get recreated here and end up being our enemy? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I wasn't expecting the Lord of Phantasma to use the Ravens or Philip against us. Or the Royal Academy for that matter. Well, having that place to use like this is really starting to depress me. So, those monuments on the scenic route are the entrances to the four Guardians' territories. The four elements were initially intended to grant safe passage and to protect the capital. But it looks like the Lord of Phantasma has decided to use them for their own purposes. Interesting. Alright, so let's go ahead and bring Estelle, Joshua, and Josette with us for the next part, and then we can go ahead and keep them, we can go ahead and keep them in.
Piece of cake.
You ready?
This isn't the team that we'll be rolling with. That'll come soon. So let's go to this. Let's go to this side and see what's going on over here. Okay, so we got Mueller and Olivier. You really are a few gears short in the functioning battle ornament. Perhaps you need to be taught a lesson so you don't get any silly ideas. I've begun to think that this may be a good chance to get to know Julia a little better. I've been waiting for my chance to strike, but unfortunately Mueller caught me before I could make any good on my plans. It's because Mueller's like, "Yo, I want her. What you doing?" Oh, we got the two divine. We got the two. 8 leaves users over here. We looked into Philip's history back during the time of the intelligence division was active too. He has an interesting background, being known as a sword fox, and possessing 5 exceptional techniques in combat. That said, he's been away from the front lines for over 20 years now. Philip was that Duke's butler, right? Was he really that strong? He didn't really look like it when the last time I saw him. Yeah, well, that man was throwing up Naruto gang signs at us and almost blew up Tita. Prince Olivert seems rather insistent on me accompanying him for drinks. I'm not sure what to do. Perhaps it would be best for me to accept his offer. Please don't. I swear, that Olivier. The best thing to do is just ignore him, Julia. Just pretend he doesn't even exist. Olivier trying to... Yeah, he trying to holler. What is it? What's she looking at? Testaments exist to bring peace to the ladies' children. Alright. Would you like me to read... Yeah, would you like me to read you an excerpt from them? Sure, whatever. Alright, so that was it. I wonder why she was being so secretive about it, though. Philip is Duke Dunnan's butler, isn't he? What was the Lord of Phantasma thinking by dragging him into all of this? He's got nothing to do with it. Oh, but if you ask me, they really know how to keep things interesting. I've taken a liking to them, to be honest. I can't wait to finally get to face them head on. Just don't think of trying going off on your own, okay? Seriously. That'd be really dangerous. Alrighty then. Well, it's good to know that those two are getting along at the very least. Happy that Tita can have a friend around her age. I think Tita's like... I think she's 2 years older then? Or a year older? I can't remember. Huh. So it's just you two then. What are you doing, Shara? There's no point in rushing things. We've got a good idea what the rest of the 6th plane is going to be like now. So... yeah. So slow, but sure seems the best way forward to me. Well, you might be right. But I'm not sure how I feel about you getting plastered while we're here. Oh, hi there. Hey, Chloe. Are you gathering information here? Find anything of interest? You could say that, yes. I haven't found anything significant from the books themselves. But from the books themselves due to them not being arranged in any apparent order. But I've discovered that these bookcases seem to have a few unique rules of their own that need to be followed to make the most of them. For one, you can draw the books that you want to read closer to you, rather than being forced to find them manually. You can really do that? Holy cow! Although, I guess it makes sense with this world being what it is. So what? You just wish really hard for the book to appear and it does? No, it's not quite that simple. Just wishing very hard isn't enough. I'm not sure how to describe it properly, and it's not like I get how it works either. It's like you're calling out to the bookshelves themselves, if you will. How on earth were you able to work something like that out? I don't know if I have the confidence to pull it off too, though. Well, the times that I've been able to do it successfully are few far between, to be honest. Interesting. Okay. So if there's a specific book that you want, I guess it hears you, and then it's just like, all right, here, this is what you want. Cool. All right, so let's get our act. Well, hold on. Let's talk to old girl first. I confirmed the existence of the 4 gates so far. Each of them leads to another area created by Lord of Phantasma. Beyond those is another area, but I'm afraid no matter how hard I try, I can't learn a thing about it. I fear only you'll be able to tear down the wall blocking access to it to find out what is on the other side. Alrighty. So, alright, I believe this is our next area. This is supposed to be the Ambrel Tower, I believe, or the Ambrel Monument. Here lies the Looking Glass. Alright. Alright, the Looking Glass. And that's got to be the name of our next tourist attraction around here. Still, the sword-wielding dame? Well, we've got a few women with us who fight with swords, so we've got our pick. But personally, I think it's Annalise. I don't know. I mean, it's a cool sounding title and all, but does it really fit me? Still, I guess it doesn't hurt to try. Alrighty. Gotta go through this again. Let me take a swig of my drink. Oh, man. I've been recording for about 18 minutes, and I think I only have, like, what, 8 minutes worth of content recorded? That's the monument. Let's get out of here. Alright. Ooh, where are we? Oh. Oh, hey, I know this place. Oh, yeah, this is where we raided, one of the society places. From the Fisherman's Inn place. It's the Lakeside Laboratory. Yeah, the one that Ouroboros used as its base of operations in Libero at one point. Can't say I'm excited to be back here. Something's kind of odd about it. I get the same feeling. Well, let's go and get a closer look. Maybe we'll figure out what it is. Okay, so there's some things that I need to do here. You guys know this layout. However, I need to grab some stuff. I don't necessarily know where I started from, but because I don't have a map of the outside area, so I'm just gonna check some things real quick. I guess I could do that while talking. It doesn't look like there's anything extra for me to grab out here. However, when we go inside, there is a lot of stuff for me to grab. But oh, wait a second. Wasn't this door on the left side of the building last time we were here? You're right. I wonder. Can I go in? Yep, I can go in, but can we go in the other way? Door to seal shut. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that I wasn't tripping. Alrighty, so we're going in this way. How have all of you been? It doesn't necessarily... Oh, no. Yes, it does. It does say which area I'm in. Okay. I was about to say, it doesn't say which area where the entrance is on the map. I am using a map. You guys know I use a map to find all the items. The Archaism Parts Factory? But this was... Wait, then... Here to greet us already, huh? What? Alrighty. Talking's gonna have to wait. Let's roll. Alrighty. So I'm gonna use Annalise as a... Ooh, strength down? That's not good. Ugh. Not good at all, fellas. Not good at all. Let's see. I can only do a single one with that. That's perfectly fine. Make these guys evasion tanks. And then what we're going to do here Should I risk it? Dark Matter EXE. That's a lot of... Ugh. Okay, what are these guys allergic to? Not a dang thing. I'll see what a normal Soul Briller does. I can't make it to nobody, though. Okay, so they reflect magic. This isn't good. These guys reflect magic. Yeah, they gonna get enough of doing this. Ugh, no damage. Ah, dang, it took my move all the way down. All right, got him in close. Alrighty.
Care for a rematch?
Wasn't the best fight, but it worked. We were able to make it work, so I'm not mad at it. Yeah, well, those things sure weren't fun. Yeah, that was pretty nasty. Yeah, that was a nasty surprise. At least it's now clear as day what's going on here. Yeah, the whole building's layout has been flipped around. Kind of like it was reflected in a mirror or something. Well, whatever. It doesn't look like it's the only trick that this place has up its sleeve. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Right. Alrighty. So, right up here, we should have something for us. There's nothing there. Okay. Over here, we should have something for us. We have the Mume Jitsu, whatever. And that is a weapon for old girl. Which sucks because a lot of our stats go down because of this. I do not know why, though. What was the Genu already giving us? Oh. Annalise only. An old blade for training. Once belonged to Cassius. Here's the thing. Is this really worth it? It's only 50 points. And Cassius Blade gives us all this extra. It gives us all this extra stats. I think I'm going to keep Cassius Blade for now. Alright. I had to do a few things. Hey, Annalise. Glad that you made it. I'm guessing everything, everything being in reverse and made navigating this place a pain, though. I actually don't even remember this place because it's been well over a year since we've gone here. Grant? Or at least for me. Oh, if it isn't the priest who saved our bacon last time that we were here. Funny coincidence. I wasn't expecting to end up fighting you here again, especially not like this. So, you're not real either. Yeah, still, I'm close enough. Oh, he's using arts! What's going on? Jaegers? What? Oh, wait. This is just like when you were pretending to be a Jaeger during our training. I wouldn't want to try pulling the same trick twice, but I can still have them back me up. So come on, show me what you got. Oh, what? Why are they so separated? This isn't fair. Alrighty, guys. So here's the thing. These guys actually can feint us, and you guys know that we get crazy dealt with if we get feinted. So I took some accessories off everybody and equipped them all with feint resistance at the very least. Not sure what Grant can do. However, we need to be able to group these guys up and hit them with arts for the most part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to... gosh, I wish I could do more, but I can't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can clock down everybody. Nope, that's not going to work. Well, I'll figure something out. Let's get these clowns in close. Golly, that hurt. Okay, so they resist that. Alright, that's fine. Ugh, that's so bad. That does no damage.
I hold in my hand the chalice of heaven. May its holiest of lights act as our shield.
I didn't mean to do that. But I'm glad that I did that to keep old girl from getting hit. Alright, now I'm gonna lose, but I just wanted to see. Yeah, that wasn't gonna do anything. Golly, why are these guys hit so freaking hard? He has to choose one person, and that was Analyst. Oh, and he missed. Let's go. Got rid of one. I know he resists, but I need to get some kind of attack off of him. And I don't think Analyst is going to do much. This was a very difficult fight. I'm actually struggling. Wow. I'm actually really struggling. I think she's dead. No, she should have been dead. Why didn't I use this? I definitely could have used that. I am glad that I upgraded my equipment before this fight, though. And he lost anyways, but I was like, wait a minute, I don't have impede.
All right, what's next?
Golly, that was a difficult fight. I had to use some really good items just to stay alive. Oh wow, I maxed out on Fire Septic. Didn't even notice that. Oh, this match was not fair. Man, I thought victory was as good as mine when I had you surrounded. But I totally underestimated you guys. Holy heck, though. Annalise, you sure started packing a real punch ever since we last fought. Well, I've got you and others to thank for that. Do you really have to go? Looks like it, I'm afraid. I bet you don't need too many hints on who you're going to be fighting next. Don't go losing, okay? You beat me. You've got to beat the others, too. Alright, so we'll be fighting Karna and Kurt next, looks like it. He's gone. Well, that wraps it up. He really didn't hold back on us. Well, at least we managed to eke out a win. It sounds like our next fight is gonna up the ante, though. Yeah, but we're gonna win next time too. Yes, we are, and I'm afraid. Okay, let's see. This is backwards, right? Investigate one of the 6 gates that... What? M-E... something. The flow of the... The flow of the iron... Levitt? River. The flow of the iron river. Okay. Then shall you... What is that? O-D-L-A-I-N? O-D... I don't know. We see the red key. Alright, guys. What's poppin'? What's good? Hold on. Yeah, okay. How's everybody doing? We are back. Quick edit for you guys. And by quick edit for y'all, long edit for me. Why? It's been almost 2.5 months since I last played this. Man, I don't even know what happened. No, actually I do. around this particular time, I was still learning my new job. You guys know that I got fired from my old job, and now I'm at a new job, and I've been training on that job, and now they're training me to do something else, and I couldn't keep up, guys. For the life of me, I just couldn't keep up, but we're here now, and yeah, we are going to continue this. We are on the second floor. We defeated Grant. I had to go back and look at the actual, stuff and all that. So let's see, where are we? I was almost wondering if you guys weren't going to show up. Of course, we knew it was going to be Karna next. Looks like you guys gotten yourselves caught up in something messy. Ordinarily, this is where I pitch in and help out, but I don't think that's an option this time. So I seen Karna's model that they use for the remake of Trails in the Sky, and she looks amazing. They all look amazing, actually. Especially Shara and Estelle. Like, ooh, oh, Annalise, too. I was like, dang, Annalise, you looking good. Just like when we fought Grant. He must have been able to win against him. But don't think breaking through my formation is going to be a cakewalk. Come at me like your life depends on it. Alright, so this is going to be a difficult one. If I remember correctly, these guys can cancel our arts. I'm not sure if Karna can. I'm pretty sure she can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to need somebody on actual, what's it called, duty. Dang! Shot me. Alright, that one's down. It's all about strategy, guys. All about strategy. He resisted now? That's not fair. Alright, he's done. Now it's Shara's turn. I think Shara is going to heal. Couldn't bring old girl into it. She didn't have enough CP. Alrighty. That one was... It wasn't easy. But it wasn't... Yeah, it wasn't easy. And it wasn't difficult until after you figure it out. I did it on my second try. I had to just come up with a strategy. So, yeah, it wasn't that bad. Aw, well, that's me beat. I was so confident in my battle formation, too. You really had every right to. You put up a heck of a fight. That battle was no joke. You sure know how to give people a hard time with that rifle. I try. Anyways, you were able to beat me, so maybe you've actually got a shot at winning up against the next guy. I'm sure you don't need me to spell it out who it is, but when it comes to mid-range attacks, there's no one stronger than him in all Liberal. So I did find out. It's not pronounced Libero, it is pronounced Liberal. They had the there's a couple of trailers you can watch for the remake, and in the remake they do call it Liberal. I don't like that it's called Liberal because I'm a conservative man. I'm kidding. I'm kidding about calling it Liberal. Not that I'm conservative, because I am. But Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's just like, I've been mispronouncing it wrong this entire time. No. Like how people have been naming, like in Monster Hunter, people have been calling the Tigrex, like Tigrex, but it's called the Tigerix or something like that. It's like I was like, but yeah, you guys get the idea. So, make sure you give them your very best. Bye, Karna. We'll miss you. Yep, we've beaten Grant and Karna. So our next opponent goes without saying. Ugh, this is gonna be a blast. I'm not looking forward to this one. He's probably gonna be having backup too. Let's just be smart about this and make sure we're nice and prepared before we keep going. Yep, let's get the card. Something, we got the green card because we can't read backwards. There we go. Now we get to backtrack everywhere that we went and go ahead and grab all the stuff. And there should be a star. Yep, there's a star door. Just go ahead, save, just in case they're going to make me go into it now. What star door is this? Star door 10, I think. Bring me the girl who plays with a giant doll. Okay. So I think we can come back to this. Okay, you guys, y'all don't understand the loops that I had to go through just to get back here. So we had to grab Ren. I decided to go ahead and do it. We had to grab Ren. I had to grab, I had to get everyone's CP back up. However, I didn't get Analyst's stuff because I switched out Ren for Analyst, and then I realized, like, oh, I can't even get back in here until I have Analyst, so I had to drop Agate. So yeah, let's go ahead and do the star door, and then we'll get back on it. We'll get back to doing what we were doing. All right, let's go inside. Boom, bum, ba, bum. Star Chamber, number 10. Got us a boss. Overcome the trial before you. Should be easy enough. Y'all think y'all can do this from me? Alrighty. It's a good thing. Those Gorgon lasers, they can, oh, they petrify. Crap, well, I'm dead. Yep, petrify is an easy kill. Alright, ready this time. I can't be petrified, and I can't be poisoned. So let's try this again. Hit him with a death screen. Wow, he just went off rip and tried to hit me. That's not fair. Shazam! Oh yeah, that move was golden. What's he doing? You healed me? I don't understand the significance of that. I'm just turboing through this. But we like to see our moves hit. And because we can, why not hit him with an S-Craft? You guys remember this one from the previous game. I like this song. Yeah, easy boss fight. She said, I'm the new Terminator. What are you talking about, Red? You have overcome the trial. Should not grant you a memory fragment. Oh, we're like going through it. Okay. Wasn't expecting this. Loading. Complete. I am E123 Omega. I'm kidding. Porada Mater, the 13 factories. Alright. Gordias class tactical archaism development plan. Author 13 factories. Codename Porada Mater. Plan overview. We intend to develop a cutting-edge archaism that inherits the DNA of the rest of the Gordias series while containing a more advanced control system. It will retain the same tactical effectiveness that was the primary development goal in previous models while allowing for more flexible and precise strategic usage as well. I like this song. Effective radius. The archaism is intended to be accessible across the whole continent. Powerful main and sub engines should allow it to operate for several years without resupplying. Cool. Autonomous combat ability. The use of the Mars integrated orbital arithmetic logic unit will allow for advanced autonomous combat. And if I wasn't done reading, what the heck? In addition, the archaism's control system will make use of the operator's nervous system, allowing for reflexive, instinctive moments in combat. The power will communicate with the archaism without being in physical contact with it. This will require a compatible candidate to be found and chosen. Dimensions. Weight and height. Overall height is 15.5 feet. Dang, 15 feet, that's crazy. Where's that yards? Is arge yards? Hold on, we need to figure out this metric system real quick. Let me check this out real quick. I'm sorry, guys. The Legend of Heroes metric system, because I don't remember. Okay, here we go. Here's the because it says arge, right? Okay, so arge is meters. Arges is meters, so it's 15 meters tall. So we have regis, which is centimeters, arges, which is meter, selges, which is hectometer, and torums, which is kilograms. Okay. Up, and you see it 55 torm. Okay. So basically, no, we already know that, but whatever. That's fine. 68 turns when fully armed. Okay, armament. The archaism's primary weaponry will be its orbital energy cannons, but it will have other kinds of orbital weaponry and even several gunpowdered powered weapons as backup. Okay, cool. So just in case, if you guys remember the whole orbital shutdown thing, I think it was only using gunpowder based weapons, or was it actually using orbital weapons on us? I can't remember. That'd have been really smart on them to do that, though, if they did that. I just don't remember the boss fight. I have to go back and look at it again. It will also be a revival system, which will use an ornament to generate healing energy to heal or revive its operator in times of danger, which we've seen in the boss fight last game. Armor material. The armor plating will be made using Kerdalgan alloy. Kerdalgan is the most fitting material to use, given that it is the most capable we have access to in all regards. For data regarding strength, see files on the Gospel Plan. Current progress. New engines. Development is proceeding smoothly in line with the plans drawn up by the Professor Novatis. Ooh, that's the first time I believe we hear his name, Professor Novatis. Keep that name in mind, guys. Tests have always confirmed that they are already capable of providing power to the actuators. There we go. However, the professor has raised concerns about the low responsiveness of the flight engine. This is especially true for the anti-gravity generator. He concluded that the engine as it stands cannot be put into actual use. The possibility of using boosters to provide additional propulsion is under consideration. Actuators. Development of the actuators is experiencing significant difficulty, as it isn't possible to simply use the same ones as the other archaisms. The increased size of the main weaponry means that the archaism's weight during the combat is significant, and as a result, problems have been occurring in durability tests, especially with the leg joints. It may be possible to make improvements in this area by using precise control so that the weight burden is spread evenly rather than focused on one point. Main armament. The orbital energy cannons that will serve as the primary armaments have been successfully tested. However, by order of Professor Nervatis, the possibility of them becoming twin mounts is being analyzed, which they did become twin mounts because we've seen it. So they have yet to be equipped. The new orbital engines are expected to be able to provide enough energy to compensate for the necessary increase in output. Control system. Experiments regarding the control system are currently ongoing. For the results of the experiments that have been carried out so far, see the separate entry. Experiment results. Tests of the control system continue to be performed. However, none of the test subjects have been able to realize the expected level of precision we are aiming for. The results of the main tests conducted by Professor Nervatis and his team can be viewed above. Test results. Test subject, subject A1, abnormality during phase 2, comatose. Test subject, subject B3, abnormality during phase 3, cardiac arrest. Golly. Test subject, subject C1, abnormality during phase 1, insanity. Test subject D7, abnormality during phase 2, comatose. Test subject E3, it's in the name. Anyways, no, that's EA, E3. Anyways, abnormality during phase 2, cardiac arrest. Alright, it looks like there's more problems in phase 2 than anything. Test subject F2, abnormality during phase 2, comatose. Subject G4, abnormality, phase 3, comatose. Subject H1, phase 2, comatose. Subject 16, no, I'm sorry, subject I6, during phase 4, mental breakdown. Alright, he was the one to make it the most so far. As can be seen, all the test subjects failed to adapt with the control system. Nonetheless, the Society continues to supply test subjects, and we intend to keep performing further experiments. Future development. We have received word from the Society that development is to be temporarily frozen. Their reasoning is the stability of the control system in question. From now on, only test subjects carefully chosen by the Society will be taking part in the connection tests. Test subject R3 successfully completed all 4 testing phases. Note, the subject did experience a small degree of flashbacks. Subject R3 succeeded in communicating with Potter Mater, ascertaining the Society's intentions in regards to resuming development. Subject R3 has succeeded in operating Potter Mater, ascertaining the Society's intentions in regards to resuming development. Side story, Gordias class experiment report. Finished. Interesting. So here's the thing. It talked about Ren experiencing flashbacks. Wonder what all that is about. Alrighty, so that is that. I do not know if I'm going to make an end here, but if it is an end, I will see you guys in the next video. If not, I will cut to the next one. I've been recording for quite a bit now. To you guys, it was probably like, what, maybe 20 extra minutes of gameplay. For me, it's been over an hour. And I try not to go too long when recording to give myself a little break, especially if I don't have any beverages, you know, to keep the whistle wet. But, yeah. So, we'll see what happens, guys. Okay, so something weird just happened. I was going back to bring Agate back into the back to the base. However, this happened. Celeste started talking to us, so let's see what this is all about. But yes, welcome back, everyone. You doing okay, Ren? If you're feeling tired, why don't you rest here in the garden for a bit? While the others are here, you wouldn't be alone. I'm not tired at all. I've just got something on my mind. Something on your mind? Like what? Well, I suppose it can't hurt. Let me give it a try. Oh, right. I forgot. We were supposed to get a reward, and the money was not our only reward. Potter Mater. He's like, oh yeah, I'm here. What's good? He's like, what's good, baby girl? I knew you'd come. Potter Mater, switch to standby mode. Right, that's that. Ren has learned Potter Mater S-Craft. That's what we were supposed to get, her S-Craft. Ren? What? Anyways. And why do you all look so surprised? This world can be directly influenced by people's thoughts. We've established that much already. So why wouldn't Potter Mater come for me? Well, she's not wrong. So yeah, crap. I just dropped my controller and it's moving on its own. Stop. Alrighty, so yeah, just wanted to add that in there for you guys. So yeah, that happens when you complete that particular part for Ren. And yeah, this time for real, I'll see you in the next cut or the next video. I have no idea.